Hello, May class, and welcome to your final English lesson for this week. So yesterday you did something really exciting and you were boxing up. Yesterday you weren't boxing up. That was what you did the previous lesson. Yesterday we wrote out the introductory paragraph for our innovated text map of how to escape the house. So you were going to be using your rhetorical questions, short, snappy sentences, and you were also using technical vocabulary. Today, we are going to be completing our instructions of how to escape the house. So, like I said, our LO today is, can I write the next section of the instructions out? Something to remember when we're writing our instructions, that instructions are used to describe, explain, or instruct how to do something. They are usually presented in step-by-step sequence and chronological order. They follow the time connectors or time conjunctions with imperative verbs that we sometimes call bossy verbs, and these could include mix, fold, turn, cut, share, screw, throw. You will need to include a title and sentences explaining the purpose of the instructions. That is our introductory paragraph that we did in the previous lesson. And you will also use subheadings for your steps and for the tools you need and any extra information you would like to give. So before we start, let's do a small starter activity. I have given you some instructions there that I got a bit mixed up. So I need your help in making sure that I can order these correctly. So order the instructions, 1 being the first one you need to do, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I would like you to rewrite them correctly laid out. And then once you have finished writing them out, I would like you to underline the imperative verbs. So you will be numbering them, rewriting them in the correct order, making sure to number them using our numbers instead of bullet points. So you say 1, wash hands, 2, do this, 3, do this, 4, do this, 5, do this, and finally do this. Then I would like you to underline the imperative verbs in the sentences. So pause the video now and complete that task. Okay, let's check through your answers. So I have numbered the questions, I've numbered the statements from 1 to 6. You'll see that I started with saying we need to wash our hands first. Then we need to take an empty bowl. We take a spoon. We put some Cocoa Pops into the bowl. We add milk to the bowl, and then we eat the cereal. And underneath, I have also written out the first 2 sentences as an example. The difference is I've actually added fronted adverbials in, just so we can better understand what order they are going in. So I've said first, comma, because I have to have a comma after my fronted adverbial, wash hands. And my imperative verb there is wash. Next, comma, take an empty bowl. My imperative verb there is take. Then with my question 3, the imperative verb is take. Question 4, statement 4 is put. Statement 5, the imperative verb is add. Statement 6, the final statement, the imperative verb is eat. So let's move on. Give yourself a tick if you got all of that correct. So let us read through the introductory paragraph that you did in the previous lesson. Yours will be different from mine because obviously we weren't able to do this together, so yours might differ slightly from mine. Remember that after your introduction, you have got a list of things that you're going to need before the steps that you are going to take, and then any important note. So let's go through that. Today, you'll be completing the rest of these instructions. Remember your toolkit and what goes into your instructions. So don't forget the toolkits you made last week. If you have forgotten, go and grab those, bring them with you because you are going to need them for today. So here was my paragraph, my introductory paragraph from yesterday. I said how to escape the house, and then I underlined it. I said, do you think about the outdoors? Do you dream about playing with your friends and running free in the park? If so, you are destined to escape your house. Do not despair. Help is at hand. Escaping your house has never been so easy. Read these step-by-step instructions, and soon you too could be riding your bike to freedom. So that was my introductory paragraph. And when we have a look at that paragraph, we can see the following things. I have included my, let me just move this out of the way. I have included my rhetorical questions. You can see there's my one, there's one. I've used a short, snappy sentence. Not done a straight line there, but there was one, there was one there. Then I also made sure that you knew that it was step-by-step instructions. I used the technical vocabulary, so talking about being destined to do something, running free, because we were looking at being outside, escaping. You can say that step-by-step instructions were also technical vocabulary because you're explaining that they are instructions. So within my paragraph, I've included the things that make you want to read on. I've also included the bit that explains to you that this is going to be step-by-step instructions. So the next thing to follow would be what you will need. And it is a list of things that you will need to complete your escape from the house. Yesterday, I spoke about what I would use. So today, you are going to start where you left off with the previous paragraph by writing what you will need to escape. So pause the video now, write your subheading, make sure you've left a line between the introductory paragraph and your subheading. Underline it, and then list what you are going to need to escape your house. Well done. I have listed the things that I need. I need rope, bacon, a backpack, dark clothes. I need my Alexa to create a distraction, and I need snacks. And then next to that, I need to make sure that I have got my bullet points, because I'm creating a list and I neatly have to make sure that I have got bullet points for each of those things. So have a look at yours. If you've forgotten anything, use a different color to correct this, please, and make sure it's laid out neatly. After our list of things that we are going to need, we are going to list the things that you need to be able to do. And now these are the steps that they are going to take to complete this task. So I'm going to start by numbering my first instruction with 1. And I am going to say first. I can go back and refer to my plan that I had about what I need to do. So if you remember correctly, I need to first pack your backpack with snacks for the day. And actually I've made an error here because remember it's the second person, so this should be what you will need to do, because I'm giving you an instruction that you need to follow. So first, pack your backpack with snacks for the day. And I'll remember I said to try and include adverbs. So I could say first, quickly pack your backpack with snacks for the day. Then I'm going to move on to my second instruction. Next, and then I'm going to put a comma. Put on your dark clothing to help you disappear silently into the dark. And the adverb I've used actually is going with the idea of disappearing. I've used the word silently. So put on your dark clothes to help you disappear silently into the dark. 3, I'm going to say that I need to, then I'm going to say, quietly set up the rope and the bacon to distract the dog. So I need to make sure that the dog is distracted. Okay. 4, after that, sneakily set the Alexa to set an alarm off as a distraction. Okay, then I can say, because I'm not quite finished, I can say 5. Question number 5, I can say that after that, then, because I can use then again, wait. I've actually silent. Wait patiently for the Alexa to go off. And then finally, I'm going to say the last thing we're going to do, number 6, finally, finally, when the Alexa goes off and distracts people, leopard crawl quickly to the door and escape. Okay, so my instructions read as follows. First, quickly pack your backpack with snacks for the next day. Next, put on your dark clothes to help you disappear silently into the dark. Then, quietly set up the rope and the bacon to distract the dog. After that, sneakily set the Alexa to set an alarm off as a distraction. Then, wait patiently for the Alexa to go off. Finally, when the Alexa goes off and distracts people, leopard crawl quickly to the door and escape. So those are my step-by-step instructions of how to escape my house. So I want you to pause the video now and do your next set of instructions, making sure that you are numbering them, making sure that you are using fronted adverbials of time. Try to include your adverbs and make sure you have got the imperative verb, the command, or the word that is telling you what to do in that step. So pause the video now and complete those sentences. The final thing that you need to do is write your concluding paragraph or your important note that you would need. And as you can see, I have written mine over there, and I have said that as a final note, I need to make sure that you work quietly and keep your plans secret. You do not want anyone finding out about your plan and foiling your escape. So I've ended my instructions with an important note about being kept a secret and doing this quietly, because otherwise somebody would find out and stop us. Remember that your instructions can also include a diagram or an illustration. And what might be quite nice to put as a diagram or an illustration is a little version of your escape map that you did in the previous lesson, and that can be drawn underneath, and it should have a little caption explaining what you have drawn. So let's move this. Your tasks today are as follows. Complete your instructional text. Make sure that you have included everything that you need in the writing. Check this checklist underneath and make sure that you can tick off everything that it has in it, and everything that is needed in your writing has been included. Check your spelling is the third task, and see if you can make the vocabulary better. So once you've completed it, give it a read through, correct your spellings. Either if you have a dictionary at home, that's fantastic. If you don't, you can find an online dictionary and check the words that you have spelt. Remember to edit using a different color so I can see what you've added and I can see your thinking. Don't forget to share this with us on Tapestry and make sure it is uploaded by 4 p.m.